Hi, welcome to Cast and Loose Living Room. I'm Lynne Marie Rosenberg. I'm here today with Wendy Seyb.
Hello.
Wendy is a director, choreographer, writer, and producer who you might know for choreographing the Pee Wee Herman show on Broadway. You might not know her from playing Annie in her high school production of Annie, wherein they had to enlist elementary school students to play the rest of the orphans in order to match her height. But also, she was 16, so she had to tape her boobs. So it's quite a combo of being tiny enough that elementary school people have to be your peers and also getting rid of these.
Yeah. And my first boyfriend was in the audience. So that's really hot and sexy when you're 16 playing Annie.
When I asked Wendy what she'd like to talk about today, she mentioned how women in the industry have to fight against falling into the be a good girl space. So I thought I'd search my Tumblr with the word girl and see what I came up with. There are all sorts of girls in the industry. There are contradictory girls.
Good, bad girl. Do I have to even finish?
No, I mean, we could just end right there.
20 to 30 years old, Caucasian, Eastern European, Mediterranean, mixed ethnicity female. Interesting. Mm-hmm. As a character name suggests, good, bad girl. Actually, good, bad girl.
True. There's no punctuation.
No. Is a type that contains both good, pretty, lovely, and bad, mean, rude.
I like that pretty and, what is it, pretty and lovely? Pretty and lovely are separate entities.
Yeah. But it said both good, pretty, lovely, and bad, mean, rude.
I like the parallelism.
I mean, at least it's 3 and 3. That
3 and
feels
3.
even.
Yeah, it feels satisfying.
Choreographer and me is satisfied.
It's a waltz, really. There are girls who are particularly gregarious.
Party girl! Any ethnicity, attractive female, 18 to 28, must be good with improv, drunk, comma, partying, grinding, flirting with cops and guys at the bar. There is no pay for this role.
No, only deaths. Flirting with cops is the name of the porn I'm going to write for you.
Done.
There are well-made girls.
Blonde, attractive, sexy, funny girl. Sounds like me. Aren't we all?
Aren't we all?
Exactly. Caucasian, 24 to 30 years. Amazing, expressive eyes. Amazing, expressive eyes. Good bone structure, attractive, nice, sexy, a bit curvy comedy gal. Think Amy Poehler, Amy Schumer.
And there are girls who may have found themselves in a different kind of film.
Girl on Craig's lap. I think we have one here that flirts with cops.
Yeah, they should get to know each other.
My goodness. Models, age 22 to 27, all races considered. Well, thank you. That's very kind.
Magnificent.
In shape, very attractive. Perky, bubbly, appealing.
To whom?
They should be open and flexible to new and different concepts should they arise on set. Oh no, ladies, run, run, run. Mm-mm-mm. I look like a school marm. Mm-mm. My glasses. Now, ladies.
No, nothing should change on set after you've said yes to the contract. In my very first live show I ever did, we played surprise porn, and this was like, you know, when you're reading a breakdown and by the time you get to the end, it's like, surprise porn! And I should mention that the first person to ever read this on stage was Emilio Delgado, who plays Luis on Sesame Street. It was truly an epic moment of theater.
That's great. I just love how they sort of ease into it, though. In shape, very attractive, perky, bubbly, appealing. They should be open and flexible to new and different concepts should they arise on set. Porn! It's a porn bomb.
Porn bomb!
That's a good one.
That's a good title. There are girls who get to be judged by men.
Isn't that...
Let's just try
everybody?
Fair.
Lance. A happy-go-lucky, good-natured guy interested in geology. He is tired of dating mediocre looking women and hopes to land a hot girl for a change. Oh, poor Lance.
Poor Lance.
Maybe you should go to the set over here where it's flexible when things come up.
Lance is looking to arise on set.
I think he is, as long as she's hot.
Yeah, not mediocre. But lastly, unfortunately, even very young women are subjected to everything girl can mean.
I don't want to.
I know.
Okay. Girl 2. Female, 7 to 10 years old, open ethnicity. Sassy and flirty. loves putting on makeup.
Yes, the extra P is for pedophile.
7 to 10. 7 to 10.
Flirty.
Gross.
Yeah.
So gross. Because we don't like 7 to 10-year-olds who are angry and thoughtful.
I don't even like putting makeup on at 37. Something we were talking about before we started shooting was we both had the experience of coming up as young artists and training that we didn't feel terribly gendered in the work that we were doing. We had, from, whatever blessings we had coming up, we both sort of felt neutral about that in the work that we were creating. And then you get into the professional world and it's sort of layered onto you where you realize, oh, you're seeing me as a woman writer, you're seeing me as a woman producer, you're seeing me as a woman actor.
Yeah, I've never considered myself a female artist. And I understand that that's very important right now, which is great, and I support that. So I get a little conflicted. I'm an artist. I create this work. This is what I create. I tend to create comedy. I specifically create comedy dance, which no one's really doing, especially females, but it never occurred to me about sex or gender. And growing up, my mentors were Gene Kelly and Charlie Chaplin. And it didn't occur to me that they were men and I couldn't do it until people started identifying me as a female choreographer, female creator, female director, and asked me who my mentors were. And I was like, oh, of course, these. And then I never thought I can't do what these men are doing because I'm a woman. So in a way, it feels like you said, I'm sort of having to step back and be like, yes, everybody, I'm a female creator. Cool?
In an educational phase, I feel like, at least in my experience in both high school and in college, there are more women in the arts. There's more women doing dance. There's more women singing. There's more women doing theater. And then suddenly you get to the professional world and it's all tipped on its head. Have you experienced that in the dance and choreography world as well?
Oh yeah, especially what we call the concert dance, which is
Yes.
ballet and modern. There's a heavy disproportion between female dancers and male dancers. There's a crap ton. It's my Minnesota accent there for you. Oh my. A crap ton of female dancers. There's a lot of female choreographers. Name a female choreographer in the modern world.
Right.
Graham. 100 years ago. Great.
I will say, thanks to So You Think You Can Dance, actually, there's a bunch more I could name. But it's really only been since that show came around, 10 years ago now, whatever it was, that has shifted.
Yeah. There's always more men. In fact, I had a male director choreographer in theater who's lovely, and he goes, why aren't more women working? And I said, well, get out of the way. And I mean that, but I also know he wasn't like purposely standing in the way. I'm like, then let's, start to turn around and grab their hand and pull us up.
The very recurrent theme in this show is that the way we shift the dial is making one's own work and shifting what the nature of work is. And so what are some of the projects that you're working on now that you're really excited about?
What I create, I work with comedy writers and do plays and musicals and help them develop and direct. But my personal work, I create dance comedies. And they're dance comedy narratives. And I've been doing that for 20 years. And it's moved through the dance world, musical theater world, and now in the film world. I blend that Chaplin and Gene Kelly and Bugs Bunny and Jackie Chan, and we tell stories, and they're stupid funny but heartfelt. And so it talks about our human experience that we all go through. We all see someone, we fall in love, we're nervous. Do we say hi to them? Oh, we tripped, we fell on them. Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed. What am I going to do? We all go through that. That's the human experience. So to me, in creating that work, it kind of equalizes all of us. It kind of shows we all go through it. And I like using comedy because that makes people very comfortable. So they'll go further in the story with you. But also dance is then sort of the juxtaposition in a way where it's still, to me, it's still very, there's still this sort of fantasy about dance and how beautiful it is. So there's I'm trying to say an aspiration.
Thank you so much for being here today. This was so awesome.
Yeah, my pleasure.
Thanks for watching. Take care of each other and be professional.